Hello there, it's Andrew from your Best Game Ever YouTube channel, and let's begin. There are a lot of new games for 2022 that are worth dialing into your wishlist, regardless of what platform you're on. Well, gaming events of June 2022 like State of Play, Summer Game Fest, Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase, and others delivered a wealth of surprises and updates on upcoming releases, and the recent June Nintendo Direct Mini also served up some fresh additions and release date reveals. In the coming months alone, we have so many games to look forward to across all platforms. Whether you play on Xbox Series, PS5, PC, Nintendo Switch, or previous gen consoles, this round of new games for 2022 and beyond brings together all of the most exciting titles on the horizon in release date order to help you put together your wishlist. So, get your calendars and wishlists at the ready as I take you through all of the biggest new games for 2022. Number 1. Stray, July 19, 2022. Ever wanted a game where you play as a little street cat? Well, now's your chance. This is Stray, and as the title suggests, you play as a stray kitty exploring a cyberpunk world filled with robots. Because of your stature, you'll be able to sneak under cars, clamber over rooftops, and even be a little bit sneaky. Your task is to untangle an ancient mystery to escape this long-forgotten city, enlisting the help of a small drone, known only as B12. Number 2. As Dusk Falls, July 19, 2022. As Dusk Falls is an interactive drama with unusual visuals, where you explore the lives of two families across 30 years. Their stories will intertwine, and it all kicks off back in 1998 when a robbery goes horribly wrong in small-town Arizona. You'll be in control of their lives and their relationships across two intense books, according to developer Interior Night. Number 3. 2 Ponit Campus, August 9, 2022. It's time to design and run your very own college, complete with appropriately whimsical and utterly bonkers classes, like night school. Create your perfect campus, shape the lives of your students on a more personal level than with 2 Point Hospital, and manage its overall success. Number 4. Rollerdrome, August 16, 2022. We've played a lot of skating games before, but we've never seen one quite like this. Rollerdrome is set to launch later this year from Roll7 and Private Division, the team behind the excellent Ollie Ollie World. Rollerdrome is a hybrid shooter skater, a hectic third-person shooter on rollerblades allowing for fluid movement and tricking mechanics amongst all the cel-shaded bloodshed. Rollerdrome is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated games of 2022. Number 5. Saints Row, August 23, 2022. Saints Row is coming back with a complete reboot of the series. You'll be building the Saints from the ground up, playing as the boss with a small group of friends just starting out. It'll be your decisions that will shape the newly formed gang, and you'll be able to make your mark on the fictional city of Santo also by deciding what kind of crime lord you want to be. Drug smuggling, arms running, you decide. This is the Saints' origin story, and you get to tell it your way. Number 6. Lord of the Rings, Gollum, September 1, 2022. Prepare yourself to become precious with Lord of the Rings, Gollum, a brand new game from Daedalic Entertainment where you play as, unsurprisingly, Gollum. Starting out in Barad-dûr, the Mordor fortress where Gollum is being held captive, the game will take you through plenty of Middle-earth's locations. Aesthetically, the game is inspired by Tolkien's own drawings and plays out like a stealth action-adventure game that takes advantage of Gollum's dual personalities too. Number 7. The Last of Us Part 1, September 2, 2022. As Neil Druckmann described it during the Summer Game Fest, The Last of Us Part 1 is set to be the definitive version of the first game. Naughty Dog says it's a total overhaul of the original experience for PS5 and PC, with updated visuals and higher fidelity facial animations, expanded accessibility options, and improved controls. The trailer showed off comparisons, where you can see the changes that have been made between the character models and more. Number 8. Splatoon 3, September 9, 2022. It's time to get ink happy again with Splatoon 3, which is dropping exclusively on Nintendo Switch later this year. It'll arrive with a new story, weapons old and new, the excellent Salmon Rush co-opus mode, and even more. It's shaping up to be one of the most exciting Switch games launching this year. Number 9. Overwatch 2, October 4, 2022. First revealed back at BlizzCon 2019, Multiplayer team-based first-person shooter Overwatch 2 is set to focus more on storytelling over its forerunner by virtue of its new story missions. As revealed during its segment at the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase at E3 2022, Overwatch will launch free-to-play as an early access title on October 4, 2022. And, as you might expect, we'll do so with some new heroes. Junker Queen is one such debutant, a long-teased, much-anticipated combatant who wields a shotgun as their primary weapon, and a hulking two-handed axe for good measure as their secondary. Number 10. Marvel's Midnight Suns, October 7, 2022. Firaxis, the developer behind the XCOM series, is bringing us Marvel's Midnight Suns, a supernatural strategy game featuring 12 iconic Marvel heroes. These Midnight Suns characters are banding together to take on Lilith, the mother of demons. But they'll also need help from the Hunter, Akayu, the first ever customizable Marvel hero. Number 11. A Plague Tale Requiem, October 18, 2022. A Plague Tale Requiem is the surprise sequel to the original A Plague Tale Innocence that released in 2019. You'll be following the same two heroes, Amisha and her younger brother Hugo, who will have to do whatever it takes to survive in the game's brutal world. Rats will still be a huge problem, but there is more here than just a literal sea of rats to be worried about. Number 12. Mario+Rabbits, Sparks of Hope, October 20, 2022. Ubisoft and Nintendo's brilliant tactical crossover is back for a second installment. Mario+Rabbits Sparks of Hope will see our heroes embarking on a galactic adventure trying to stop a new villain called Cursa, who wants to absorb the world's energy. They've got more help this time around, with new faces like Rabid Rosalina and the titular Sparks to assist. The game is also offering players more freedom, both in exploration by opening up the overworld to offer more secrets, free traversal, and more, and in combat by doing away with the grid system in favor of free control within areas of attack. Number 13. Scorn, October 21, 2022. With an art style heavily influenced by Alien's H.R. Giger, Scorn is a horror shooter with an obsession with everything bony, fleshy, and internal organ. Guns look like they're made from gristle and meaty offcuts, so it's certainly not for the squeamish. Figuring out exactly what's going on here is part of the appeal, or gross charm, of Scorn, as you'll be exploring, fighting and solving puzzles to understand the state of things. Number 14. Gotham Knights, October 25, 2022. Warner Bros. Games Montreal is working on a brand new Batman game, but there's a catch: Batman's been killed. The Gotham Knights are taking over the protection of what the studio is calling the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City yet, with unique abilities and skill trees available for each of the four Knights: Red Hood, Nightwing, Robin, and Batgirl. It's a drop-in, drop-out co-opus affair, with an open-world action-adventure gameplay style. Expect to see plenty of DC villains try to take control of Gotham in Batman's absence, meaning the Gotham Knights have definitely got their hands full. But, with combat looking very Batman Arkham, you'll have plenty of tricks up your bat sleeves. Number 15. High on Life, October 25, 2022. High on Life is a new comedy adventure from Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland, taking on the role of a high school graduate who doesn't really have much going on. You find yourself becoming an intergalactic bounty hunter who takes on an alien cartel that invades Earth to use humanity as a new drug. Oh, and you'll be teaming up with colorful, talking guns. Number 16. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, October 28, 2022. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is officially en route from developer Infinity Ward and will see the return of Task Force 141 from the 2019 reboot of the series. It's narratively going to be a continuation of that story, which ended with Captain Price sitting down with CIA handler Kate Laswell to discuss Victor Zakheev, along with General Shepard. Otherwise, for now, details are light, but at least we've got a release date. Number 17. God of War Ragnarok, November 9, 2022. God of War Ragnarok broke the internet with its latest trailer, showing Kratos and a much bigger Atreus facing family strife as they take on Freya, Thor, and the impending Ragnarok. Eric Williams has taken over directing duties from Cory Barlog, and the story will see father and son travel to new realms like Vanaheim, Svartalfheim, and Asgard, and meet new characters like Angrboda and Odin. This will be the final part of God of War's Norse saga. Number 18. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, November 18, 2022. There's another Pokemon game coming in 2022, and it's a duo. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are arriving towards the end of the year and will deliver a truly open-world adventure. Building on what we got with Pokemon Legends Arceus, this will be a world with no borders, allowing you to explore freely and catch Pokemon. It'll also introduce the Gen 9 Pokédex and be based on Spanish, Mediterranean cities. Number 19. The Callipso Protocol, December 2, 2022. Fans of survival horror may want to have the Callipso Protocol on their internal motion sensor. Debuting from new studio Striking Distance, the next-gen survival horror game takes place within a maximum security prison on Jupiter's moon, and promises plenty of gruesome alien nightmare fuel. Devised from Glenn Schofield, the man we have to thank for Dead Space, the Callipso Protocol also technically takes place in the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds universe. Yes, that PUBG universe. See, now you're interested. Number 20. Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core Reunion, Winter 2022. Square Enix is finally plucking Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII out of the locked PSP library vault and bringing it to other platforms. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion is a beautiful-looking remaster of the Final Fantasy VII prequel, which launched all the way back in 2007. It features HD graphics, new 3D models, updated combat to bring it in line with the Final Fantasy VII remake, and so much more. It looks great, and I can't wait to play it later this year. Number 21. Sonic Frontiers, Holiday 2022. The famous Blue Hedgehog is back for a new adventure where you'll experience what is described as open zone freedom. Taking on powerful foes as you make your way through Starfall Islands, you'll find yourself speeding across forested areas, Desertland, and more. The debut cinematic trailer, which was showcased during the Game Awards 2021, gave us a look at some of these landscapes, with towering structures and vast waterfalls. Number 22. Hogwarts Legacy, Holiday 2022. While not a direct adaptation of the Harry Potter books, Hogwarts Legacy is taking all of its inspo straight from the lore. You'll be playing as a student attending Hogwarts some hundreds of years before Harry and co were born, but no doubt we'll get up to plenty of wizardy mischief. It's an open-world RPG, so expect plenty to explore too. Well, that completes my video of the biggest and most anticipated video games that are due to arrive in 2022. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Good luck!